Hello, everyone. Happy evening to all of you. We are live again today. First of all, apologies. I wasn't able to come live yesterday like every Tuesday. That's the reason we are live here today. And so let's wait for a couple of people to join in. So, hello, everyone. Meanwhile, let me introduce myself to you all. I'm Seema Bhutra, and I'm a life transformation alchemist. I help people transform inside out by helping them derive clarity, develop confidence, and discover a purpose in their lives. And I'm on a mission to help 100,000 people rise in their journeys of life by transforming themselves to their best versions and live a life of meaning and purpose and find total fulfillment in life. And that's the reason I'm live here today. And currently, I'm on the third session of my series about how to utilize the potential of your subconscious mind. And today, we are going to talk about a much spoken about topic called forgiveness. Forgiveness to many is a virtue, and to many is something which they don't want to face it or make peace with it. It is a much debated topic whether to forgive or not to forgive and why to forgive. So, today I will talk a little about what forgiveness is and why we should forgive. And also, I will take you through an exercise of forgiveness. So, every time you want to forgive someone, you can undergo that exercise to forgive somebody and release yourself free from that. Hi, everyone who's joined in. So, as I told you, I'm a life transformation alchemist, and I help in people's alchemy procedure to become their best versions. Just like an alchemist helps the lead to turn into gold, I help people to become their best versions and shine like gold. So, yeah, welcome everyone. Okay, now what is forgiveness? What is forgiveness? When someone does something to you, you feel pain, right? You feel hurt. You're not in the best state of mind at that time, and your emotions are on real high. But forgiveness is something which slows down all of this. It helps you release yourself and that person from the whole of the situation. And it is not as easy as said. I know forgiveness is not as easy as said, but let us understand certain things about forgiveness which will make it easy for us to forgive and release ourselves from that kind of a burden which otherwise we carry. Now, what is forgiveness? When you choose to let go of your anger, hurt, and desire to take a revenge, what happens when somebody hurts you? You feel angry, you feel very much hurt, and you want to take a revenge from that person, right? You want to take a revenge. आप बदला लेना चाहते हो उस इंसान से जिसने आपको hurt पहुंचाई है, right? That is what happens when somebody hurts you. Okay. Now, what to do? When you are trying to forgive someone, you are trying to accept. Okay, you're trying to accept that whatever has happened is now your past. It's no more your present reality. It is something which has happened in past and does not prevail anymore. So accept that fact that it is belonging to past now. What else is forgiveness? When you recognize that people make mistakes, when you accept the fact that human beings are made in a way that they do make mistakes, forgiveness comes easily to you. Okay, and giving up your right to hurt back for being hurt is forgiveness. When you release your right, which you feel it's your right to hurt back, whenever somebody hurts you, you feel it's my right to hurt them back now. But when you release this kind of a need, at that time, you are in the mode of forgiveness. All right. Also, releasing the urge to hear a sorry. What do you want to do when somebody hurts you? You are always waiting for a sorry, right? You want somebody who has hurt you to come and say a sorry to you. It's human nature. It's nothing new I'm talking about or something which is different. It is something which is a common thing which happens to human beings as a part of their everyday living. When someone hurts you, you're waiting for a sorry because you feel when someone says sorry, you will be able to move forward, right? So when you release that urge of someone saying sorry to you before you want to move forward, is called forgiveness. Forgiveness is also designed to set the victim free, and it has nothing to do with the offender, trust me. Who is the victim? The one who has been hurt is the victim, and the one who has given the hurt is called the offender. So when the offender, it has nothing to do with the offender. When you want to set yourselves free, or the victim is set free in the process of forgiveness, it has truly nothing to do with the offender. You're not trying to teach him a lesson, or you're not even trying to, you know, trying to take a revenge or hurt him back. That's when you get in the mode of forgiveness. Okay, now cool down. Forgiveness doesn't mean at all that you want to set the victim, matlab you are accepting their actions. It doesn't mean that you are okay with what somebody has done to you and they should be doing the same thing again and again. It doesn't mean that. It truly doesn't mean that. It is, or it doesn't even mean that they have a right to hurt you. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that you can just have that person, you know, let go of, I mean, you can release that person and then he should not be receiving the consequences or anything. It's not that. It's just that you are trying to, you know, release yourselves free from that burden. Forgiveness is something which you are doing for your own self, and you're not doing it for the person who has hurt you. You are not, it's not about, you know, doing something to that person. It's about releasing yourself free from that situation in which you were hurt, and you're carrying that on, that hurt, you're carrying that on in your life moving forward. But the best way to move forward is to release this, you know, release this need of, you know, hurting back or taking a revenge or feeling angry, because that will take you, that will keep you in this mess, that will keep you in the past, that will not let you move forward. So by forgiving, you are releasing your own self and not doing anything good to anybody else. It's not that you will start, you know, being very great with that person or not. That's your choice, how, whether you want to keep a distance with that person or you want to make peace with that person is your choice. But forgiveness is something which you will heal yourself with and release yourself from the burden of the hurt that somebody has given it to you. Okay? So, offender will face consequences from you or from the universe. Whatever consequence has to happen will happen. But forgiving them will release you from the pain. It will release you totally from the pain of being hurt. All right? So, this is what forgiveness is. Now, why to forgive? Forgiveness is this, but why should I forgive? Okay, so forgiveness, why do you forgive is because forgiveness will set you free. Forgiveness is something, an exercise or a process that will let you free from the burden. Okay? Also, you will experience certain peace of mind, a sense of peace of mind you will experience when you forgive. And peace is, I'm sure everybody finds peace to be the biggest motto in life. how much ever of what you have in your life, peace is something you would want to have most of the time and all of the time. When you have a realization, when you have a self realization and you're aware of your life, you want peace. And the best way to have peace or make peace with yourself or with anybody is to forgive. All right. Forgiveness also helps you move forward in life. Sometimes you get stuck when somebody has done something to you. You get stuck in that situation and you're just thinking about that and unable to progress in your life. But when you forgive, it will help you move forward in life, look beyond things. You know, you will start looking at a greater picture of life. Right? With me, everybody? Okay. It helps you move forward in your life, right? Apart from that, it helps you heal your emotional wounds. So when you get hurt, when suppose if you meet a small accident or something, you get hurt, you will see that you will be bleeding, your skin will be having some scratches and hurts and wounds. Same way, when somebody's hurt us, our emotions get hurt and we have emotional wounds, something called emotional wounds. And the best way to heal these emotional wounds is to forgive. Because when we don't forgive, we relive that situation again and again and again. We relive that scene again and again and again. Suppose somebody has told us something or hurt us in some way. When we don't forgive and release, we try to relive that moment so many times. It's not once, it's not twice. We relive that again and again. And this is an experience. It's not something which is every human being faces this. Even I face it. It's not that I'm somebody who has not experienced this. I have experienced hurts, I have experienced being in pain. And that's when I feel ki this is not done. You can be in pain for some time, but eventually you need to realize that you will have to release the burden of this pain so that your emotional wounds are hurt. And when your emotional wounds are hurt, is the best time to make progress in your life with lessons. And it will make you so much more compassionate and, forgiving, right? Also, it helps you let go of the burden and the unresolved emotions. So many times there are emotions in your body or your mind which are stuck, which you are not able to release, which you don't express. See, some people have a habit of crying and releasing a lot of emotions, or talking to somebody and releasing emotions. Some people have no such habit. They don't share, they don't cry, they don't express in any way. In those situations, there are a lot of unresolved emotions which get stuck into your minds, in your subconscious minds, and which, even if you don't want, will arise at times in life when you will least expect them to. They will hinder your growth, they will hinder your progress. So, what is the best thing for you to do is just let go, forgive, and this will help you get unstuck and release all the unresolved emotions from your mind so that they don't make home in your subconscious mind to damage it further or make any kind of a damage which will be a long lasting one. So, forgiveness helps you do that. Forgiveness also removes your pain, the anger, the resentment in your heart, before they seep into all areas of your life. What happens when you get hurt, when you feel the pain, and when you're angry, when somebody has hurt you? Slowly, this hurt, anger, pain, resentment will flow to various areas of your life. Like it will flow to your health, it will start damaging your health, it will start flowing into your other areas of life like financial aspects, because your focus will be lost because of your emotions which you have not attended to, and you will not make progress in those areas of life too. Even your relationships, for that matter, Just because someone has hurt you, you will release that frustration on someone else, right? Unless you go through a process of forgiveness, you will remove your frustrations of hurt on someone else. That's where your relationships will have a chance of getting damaged. Why would you want your relationships, which are going right, to get damaged just because someone has hurt you? I'm sure you are, intelligent enough to understand that emotions have to be taken care of and released, and not used to damage relationships, right? Also, when you forgive, it takes care of your emotional health, physical health, and overall well-being. Diseases like BP, stress related diseases, heart related diseases, lot of sleep issues, anxiety issues, your immunity, that immunity setup, everything gets affected if you are not practiced the act of forgiveness. So many reasons to hurt, to leave that hurt, release that hurt, and forgive somebody who has hurt you. It also helps in lifting back a relationship. Suppose sometimes somebody has hurt you and it has damaged that relationship. When you forgive, you will try to look at that situation and that person from a different angle, an all new angle again, which will give you a chance to re-establish and rekindle that relationship. Also, your relationship with yourself gets sorted when you try to forgive people. All right? Forgiveness is also the best revenge. While some person who has hurt you will be wondering what is going to come from you next, because that person has hurt you. He's expecting you to do something to him, to remove your anger, your frustration, and your revenge. He's expecting you to do something like that. On the contrary, when you will forgive that person, he will be astonished. He will be left quiet. He will not have anything to say. And that will be the best revenge you can take from that person, by just forgiving. You know, his own mind and his own guilt will not, let him stop him from imagining what kind of a person you are and how you could forgive, right? This is interesting, isn't it? And also, forgiveness helps you to learn and grow in life. So many times, when you forgive people for whatever they have done, you grow in life because you're learning something. You're learning from that experience without carrying that hurt and pain of whatever has happened in that situation. You are trying to learn from it and grow, right? So, understanding this will help you answer your question of why to forgive. Apart from this, do you know the best example of forgiveness? Life forgives you all the time, isn't it? Does life hold you? Does life take revenge from you? Does life do anything to you? No. Whenever you get a hurt, see the healing processes. Whenever you get a hurt, what happens? What happens? Even if not treated, that hurt, the body, human body has a power to heal itself on its own. It has self-healing mechanisms set inside, which will, help you heal back your body and get it back to normal, right? Whenever you get a hurt, whenever you get a burn, when you have a burn on your body, doesn't it slowly repair the body? The tissue, the muscle, the skin, everything is repaired and everything is back to normal. It's just the matter of time. That's why they say time is the best healer, isn't it? Time is the best healer, and forgiveness is the best process to release yourself from any hurt or any kind of a anger, pain, resentment, or emotional wounds that you're carrying. Anybody has any questions around this? You can ask me. And after this, we are proceeding with a procedure for forgiveness. This is a kind of a forgiveness exercise. Okay, so let's proceed with the forgiveness exercise. Very simple but an effective way of, forgiveness. This will help you release things very easily. So I want you all to join me in this procedure and follow my instructions with closed eyes, and slowly we'll say something. You will repeat what I say in your mind or aloud, and feel it. Feel whatever you say. So everybody close your eyes, quiet your mind, relax and let go. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax and let go. Think of God. Think of His love for you. Think how much your Lord loves you, your Creator, how He heals you all the time. Now start affirming. I fully and freely forgive. You can add a person's name here. I release him or her mentally and spiritually. I completely forgive everything connected with the matter in question. I'm free, and he or she is free. It is a marvelous feeling. This is my day of forgiveness. I release anybody and everybody who has ever hurt me. And I wish for each and every one health, happiness, peace, and all the blessings of life. I do this freely, joyously, and lovingly. Whenever I think of the person or persons who hurt me, I say, I have released you, and all the blessings of life are yours. Breathe in once again, deeply, and breathe out with equal depth. Release. Now slowly open your eyes. How do you feel? How do you feel after doing this small forgiveness exercise? This forgiveness exercise is a part of the book, The Power of Subconscious Mind, written by Joseph Murphy. And this is a beautiful piece which I exercise when I have to forgive. I'm sure this will help you, have this will become your go-to thing whenever you are hurt by somebody. Do follow this exercise whenever you are hurt, and subconsciously you will be able to forgive people who've hurt you, and you will be able to move ahead in life. You will be able to release yourself. Again, remember, it's not about the person who has hurt, the offender. No, it's not about that person. Forgiveness is all about yourself. You are releasing yourself from your pain. You are releasing yourself from the burden of the pain you're carrying, from the burden of the anger, resentment, hurt that you're carrying. All right? When you do this exercise, you set yourselves free, you set others free. Remember, it is first important to release yourself free. Forgive your own self. So many times you will have a feeling of guilt. It is important that you release every guilt and free yourself from that guilt. Even if you've done something wrong and you've realized it, in that case, you will not have to feel guilty for it. Free yourselves, because unless you forgive yourselves, you cannot forgive others. Remember, my friends, Forgiveness starts from self. Forgiveness starts with self. When you can forgive yourselves, you can forgive others very easily. So, for everything, start forgiving. Never carry any guilt. The best thing is when you realize it's everything. If you realize that you have done something wrong, then forgive yourselves and start afresh. And do not repeat the same mistake. That is the key to forgiveness. And now, what happens whenever you are forgiving somebody? Okay. See, whenever that person will come to your mind, or you start feeling the same hurt again, you will find that after a few days, you know, it will slowly start disappearing, this kind of a hurt. Even if you're hurt by somebody for some time after doing this exercise, you might feel small hurt, or still carry some pain. But slowly, when you keep doing something like this most of the time and again, you will start releasing yourselves and others from this, and slowly you will see that, one fine day you will not feel the pain would have vanished. Also, to understand whether you have really forgiven or not, there is an acid test for forgiveness. What is this acid test? What is the forgiveness acid test? Okay, let's imagine a situation. Probably a few years back, or a year back, or 2 years back. Suppose you would have met with some kind of an accident or some kind of a mishap, and you would have felt so much pain at that time, right? You might even, you might have felt so much pain. But now, whenever you go and recollect those memories, will you feel that same pain? You will remember, you will recollect that you had pain. Okay, but you will not feel that same pain today. So that is the same case with forgiveness. Once you've forgiven somebody, then you will not feel, you will feel that incident, you will know what had happened, you will remember it. But that incident, when it comes to your mind, will not give you pain anymore. It will just be an experience for you, and a milestone where you've learned something and grown in life and moved forward in life. How great is that? Can I tell you something? When you start doing this, you will release yourself so much free that even if you're able to recollect the whole scene, you will not feel the pain. That is the acid test for forgiveness. Okay? Yeah, so I have shared with you about forgiveness and how to subconsciously, carry out the exercise of forgiveness. I hope you practice this on a regular basis and, change your life when it comes to being hurt. Also, if you have any questions, I'm okay to answer. Anybody, any questions, please, you can ask me. And also, if you're not watching this as a live video, you can always DM me, connect with me on a personal level. I'm available on Instagram as Seema_Bhutra_Life Alchemist. And I also have a website called www.seemabhutra.com. You can get in touch with me anywhere. I'm also present on Facebook. You can get in touch with me and DM me for any further queries of yours related to the topic, or generally. Always there to help you. Okay, meanwhile, let me just tell you that I might not be able to conduct a live next Tuesday. I'm not sure. Even if it is there or not there, I will keep you informed. So I will let you know one day before or same day morning. So yeah. So since no one has any questions, I'll wind up today's session and see you next week. If you want anything or any particular topic that you want me to discuss with you or talk about in my next upcoming sessions, please DM me. Feel free. I will be ready to help you. I will be more than happy to help you with whatever topic you seek assistance or guidance in. All right. Thank you for watching me and joining this live. Thank you and bye.